This is going to be a review and walkthrough of using a powerful, awesome membership plugin called MemberPress. Hi, my name is Adam from WPCrafter.com, where I make WordPress videos for non-techies. And if you like the content in this video, I'd like you to please consider clicking on the subscribe button. And if you want notifications when I upload videos, there's a little bell next to that subscribe button. Just go ahead and click on that, and YouTube will send you notifications. So we're talking membership plugins, and this one is going to be all about MemberPress. Here is the MemberPress website. And in fact, I actually made a review video on MemberPress about a year and a half ago or so, and it was about time to take a fresh look at MemberPress and see what is going on in the MemberPress world. Since I left that review, there have been many updates, and MemberPress is going strong. And if you did watch that video, I highly praised MemberPress, and the awesome thing is today I would give it even more praise for what it does. Now, membership sites, they're usually a membership site's going to make money, right? You have a membership site, you're selling access to some content that you have, and so you want to use tools that are going to make your life a little easier from a user management standpoint, and also are going to enable your membership website to be as profitable as possible. Now, what I like about MemberPress is it also throws in the simplicity of protecting content and selling access and managing the access to that content. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is if there's one plugin you want to pay for, it's going to be something like this, okay? I don't advise anyone to go into the I want to have a membership website kind of path and say, how can I do it for free where I'm not paying for anything? Because you're going to end up with a shoddy website. You're going to end up with a website where today you might not know all the little nuts and bolts of what you're going to need in 6 months or 12 months. Plus, any of the free plugins that I've seen, they're just not that easy to set up and use. They're kind of these old archaic beasts that haven't really evolved or changed or had any improvements in the code. This is something that you really want to go with a rock solid solution, and MemberPress is one of those rock solid solutions. And also, when it comes to a membership website, you don't want just a rock solid solution in terms of code. You also want a company that's going to get your back, that's going to be there for you, that you're paying for support, and they're obligated to give you the support, because we're talking mission critical, money out of your pocket if there's a problem type of situations. That's why up front you want to go with the company where not only do you know the product's going to be good, but that you also know that the support is going to be there at those crucial times when you need it the most. And, nothing is more important than support in those moments where you need it, right? You can have a support contract and you never need support. So, you're not thinking, I want to have a company with great support. But the moment when something goes wrong, that's when you see which is the best solution, which company is going to provide you not only the code, but the quality of support. And that is MemberPress. I have built membership websites using MemberPress, and I have contacted their support because typically something like setting up a membership website, you're going to need some support. At the very least, in the beginning, you're going to need some support. And there might be a random thing here or there that you have a question on, or you might need some help on. And I got to tell you, every single time I needed support from MemberPress, they have responded with thoughtful and personal answers back. I mean, it's not like a standard form email every time I contacted them. They actually took the time to read what I wrote, look at the link I might have given them, and write out a thoughtful response. And I appreciate that, because if you have a membership website, your time is money. It's business. Time is money. And then it's just how much do you value your time? Okay, so I know I just went into just kind of like the mindset you need to go into when it's time to choose which membership site solution to go with. Also, it's important to note, if you're going to build a membership website using WordPress, you want a respected WordPress developer that's providing that solution. And that's what MemberPress is. There are some very old, very archaic membership site solutions that don't really do things the WordPress way. They're kind of hack jobs that were put together, and they never really shifted gears to be more mainstream. And, I'm so tempted to start listing off product names, because there are a ton of them. There are a ton of these products that you do not want to go near at all, but I'm not going to do that. I want to keep this one positive. Let's just put it this way. MemberPress is going to be a real solid route for you to go. Okay, essentially, it's going to do everything you need it to do. Just know that right off the bat. I can start listing off bullet points and the different ways you can take payments and the different email integrations and all that. I think I'm going to save that for when I show you the plugin, but you can come here and read about it. Let's take a quick look at the pricing. I know the price has gone up a little bit since my first review video about a year and a half ago. It's gone up about 20%, which is reasonable, because they know how much support they want to provide, and it's okay to pay just a little bit more. So you have a single site license, it's $119. A developer license is going to be $239. I own the developer license for $239, paid for it with my own money, and these are going to come with a variety of add-ons. One important thing to note is that, and I actually really like this about MemberPress, it integrates with a lot of third-party solutions, but they also provide solutions direct. One of them is if you want to have an affiliate program for your membership website. Well, it includes a perfect affiliate program called Affiliate Royale. They used to sell this separately, but they've integrated it, and it communicates and it works perfectly with MemberPress. But if you don't want to use this, there's other solutions that they'll be more than happy to integrate with. One of those being Affiliate WP. Okay, so this is the cost. You can come here, take a tour, frequently asked questions. I have a link to this down below. Obviously, I'm an affiliate with them, and I'm trying to think of a good bonus package if you did purchase it through my link. I think I might put together a course on creating membership websites. So if you did purchase MemberPress through my link down below, what I'll do is when you click on it, I'll send you to a page on my website about the offer, and essentially you buy MemberPress, send me a copy of the receipt, and I'll give you access to the course. But until I build that course, you can have access to one of my other ones if you did happen to purchase MemberPress, just to sweeten the deal there. So let's go ahead and take a look at my WordPress website. Now I have MemberPress installed. I did that already just to save a little bit of time, and I wanted to go in and activate it. First thing what it does is it adds this nice widget right here that gives you a snapshot of the stats for your membership websites. Just, some money stats and kind of a snapshot of the transactions. There are really good reporting capabilities. And actually, one of the projects I had done with MemberPress is I moved someone from an existing membership platform, and they were also on some other affiliate platform, and they were paying a lot of money for both of these solutions. And I was able to work with support to figure out how to import all of that stuff into MemberPress so that it would be a seamless transition and process. And we were even able to link up the different PayPal processing so that it was a smooth transition, because it was a reoccurring cost of the membership. Let's just maybe go through the different option page setup process. So I didn't go through it, so I have this message that says MemberPress hasn't been configured yet, but I can click on this link to go through it. So typically with a plugin like this, or maybe WooCommerce, any of these more involved plugins, they'll have this nice little setup process. So the first thing they'll do is they're going to need to set up some unique pages that they're going to use for the plugin. So with MemberPress, they want a thank you page, your account page. This will be the account account page for your members and a login page. And we don't have to touch this. When I go through the options and then click update options, it's going to automatically create these for me. And then we can choose our slugs. We can leave these default as well. Here's some options on how to deal with unauthorized access. By default right here, it's saying to show a login form on those pieces of content that are restricted, and you can also choose a message. However, for me, I think it's better to choose redirect to a specific URL, so this could send them to a URL to either join the membership or to log in. And the reason why is some page builders might give you some trouble. The content that you put in the page builder might be outside of what MemberPress or it's not a MemberPress issue, it's any membership plugin would see as the actual content area. And it's because a lot of these page builder plugins, they do some wonky things. So I've found to overcome that, I would just choose this option right here and redirect them to a specific page. But I'm going to leave this as default. Let's keep moving on this setup process. And it's actually very quick, by the way. You shouldn't feel overwhelmed at all with the setup process. It's like a 5-minute thing. It's going to be longer with me because I'm going to be explaining some of these options. So next, let's take a look at these permissions. So right here is a really nice feature. And you know what I like about going through these options? They're choosing like what I would choose, except that one setting just a second ago. They're really choosing what I would choose in going through a setup process. And so this one right here is perfect. It says disable the WordPress admin bar for members. Have you ever been to a website where you got to log in, and now that you're logged in, you have this WordPress bar at the top? It's kind of confusing. You usually only see that when you're the administrator of your website, and then you can actually click into like the back end of WordPress. It doesn't have all the options, but you're still in this area that you probably have no reason to be in. There's no benefit for you to be in there. Well, right here, these options here, it prevents that from happening. In fact, there's this developer I was talking to the other day. He actually custom coded a plugin for a different membership plugin for WordPress, and it only did that one feature, and I think he charges like $15 or $20 for it, and he says he's made so much money off of that, but it should be added to the core plugin. But you get this with MemberPress because they're experts at this, and they've thought through everything already. It's a mature platform. They've thought through everything that you're going to want and need, and they've put it here as an option for you. Some of the other things they've thought through right here is to allow your members to manage their own account. This is good and bad, right? If you wanted to allow them to cancel their own subscription, and here's an option if you wanted to let them pause or resume their subscription, which you probably wouldn't really use, but it's there because this membership plugin, MemberPress, will cover pretty much 99.9% of the membership site scenarios that anyone could or would have. So it's nice to allow your members to administer things on their own because that's less work that you're going to have to do. If someone wants to cancel and you make it so that if you go with the solution where they can't do it on their own, and then now they're contacting you and now you have to do all this admin work. So it really cuts down to give your members the opportunity to do that themselves. Now here are some options to control the registration process and set that up there. Here are some login options. This would force someone to go to a specific login page that you might have designed or created. That's probably what I would do, is have them go to a specific login page, and then you can choose what happens to them after they log out. Well, this is login. This right here, these two options are where they go when they log in, where do they go when they log out. So when they log in, you might want them to go to an update page or a member dashboard or whatever like that you might have set up for them. And after they log out, you might want to send them onto your blog or your homepage or something like that. So these are our account options. Let's take a look at fields. And this is actually very simple. It's just the information you want to get from someone when they register. So, like the address stuff. If you didn't want the address stuff, you would leave this unchecked and you wouldn't require it. Just like that, if you wanted their name, which you probably do, you would show it and then require it. But a lot of situations, you might want additional pieces of information. Maybe you want some information about them that's not your address and your name type of information. And you can actually add these custom fields right here in the settings, so you don't need some custom field solution to add that in. You can grab it all right here. I really like that they've done that. So let's take a look at payments. So right now I didn't actually activate the add-ons for all the various payment processors, so we're probably not going to see them right now. So by default it's given me, I think there's other ones in this add-on option thingamajigger here that we're going to take a look at in a minute. So by default it's given me Authorize.net, PayPal Express Checkout, PayPal Payments Pro, and what I like is they also offer PayPal Standard. PayPal Standard, you don't really have to go through all these weird hoops with PayPal. It's just you put your PayPal email address there and you set this thing called an IPN. And all of these connecting into these payment processors, it's all documented on the MemberPress website. And then we have Stripe, of course. So I don't know if you realized it, but you can actually have multiple payment methods. So if I wanted this to be Stripe, and then I can just go ahead and click on this plus, and then right here I could choose PayPal Standard or something like that, and you can go ahead and it's so easy. If I wanted Stripe, just go to Stripe and get your secret and the publishable key right here. You just copy and paste those right in, and bam, you are good to go with accepting payments already through Stripe. It's that easy to do. And there's some various options here as well. Same thing for PayPal. I chose Standard, which only really requires the email, but then here is the IPN that you would need to paste into your PayPal account. What that is someone makes the purchase through PayPal. PayPal pings the website right back to say, okay, we did actually get the money. Because you don't know what happens when someone leaves the website. And so that's what the PayPal IPN is. You should be familiar with that. Next, let's take a look at emails. You're obviously going to want to put in here your from name, and these are the emails, what's going to be sent out from the system. So right here, you will definitely want to put your name and the email that would be tied to your website. And there's all these pre-written emails right here for all these different events. And you can go here, you can send a test email to see what it looks like, and you can click on the edit to change the text of any of these emails. But you can just, when you read the different emails that it has, you can see how well thought out this solution is, how they've really covered all of the bases, right? You might not be thinking, I need to have a paused subscription notice email, but MemberPress has already thought of that for you, and that's what I like. And right here, credit card expiring notice. See, these are things you're not getting when you use one of these hokey dokey free solutions, plugins that you're getting off of the WordPress repository. You're not getting these things. They don't have credit card expiration notices. They're not as deeply and well thought out as a paid solution like MemberPress is. Right here we have some admin notices as well. Now, for sending emails out from WordPress, you absolutely have to have one of the SMTP plugins for WordPress. They're all free, and they're going to make it so you can choose where the emails go out from. If you don't do that, probably emails are going to end up in the spam folder. So that's just a little side bonus. Let's take a look at the marketing tab, and essentially what this is going to do is allow MemberPress to integrate with some of your email marketing platform providers. Now, we're not seeing the list of integrations right here because I haven't enabled any of them. I'm going to have to show you that, but then you'd come here, you can connect it into a lot of the biggest, most well-known third-party systems. We're going to take a look at that in a moment. So you're going to get your ConvertKit, your ActiveCampaign, and all of these various services. Drip, I think, is also in that list, but we'll take a look at that in a moment. Also, if you know me, I'm big on Mautic. They don't actually have an official Mautic solution, but there's a third-party one available. Let's take a look at info. This is your info that you would put in here that would be used for various purposes. Then we have these general options right here, which is language, currency, things of that nature. Here's interesting if you want to have blog posts that are behind a paywall, and there's options here for that. So let's move on, and then we have taxes. I tell you, you're gonna have these little solutions that are free that don't factor in taxes and all this kind of stuff. This is the one solution that will fit 99.9% of the scenarios. Let's see what happens when I hit update options. Let's see. Oh, it's giving me a warning because I tried to add those payment processors, but I didn't set them up properly. So it took those out, which makes it easy. Now I do that. Great. So now we have our pages set up, my thank you account and login, and all this stuff is set up. So now let me actually try to find that add-on page. I think I can go to activate. Right here, this is where you would have activated it, and then right here's the add-on tab. So here's all the little add-ons that are included with MemberPress. Now what's beautiful about this is you don't want to just bog down your website with a ton of add-ons and plugins and all that and big heavy plugin, because it will, over time, it could cause some performance issues. So the model that MemberPress has is you just install the core plugin and then you just install what you need, and it's all right here. So let's just go through these real quick so you really know what you're buying. So we've got that Active Campaign integration. That's a very popular autoresponder marketing automation platform. Affiliate Royale, that's the complete affiliate platform, one button, and you have that installed. You have an affiliate program now for your membership website. We have Aweber, we have Amazon Web Services. So this is to allow you to use Amazon's server to protect your content. So you'd have your content there, and then when you're using it in your site, it keeps it more secure. It has all the information right here. BuddyPress integration, never been a fan of BuddyPress, sorry. Campaign Monitor, Constant Contact, ConvertKit, these are all email autoresponder services. This is actually very interesting, corporate accounts. So if you have a membership website and you want to have a corporate package for a company and all their employees, you can do that. And this is actually very unique, well thought out solution that is kind of rare. I think there's only one other membership plugin that provides this. Delightful Downloads, not familiar with that. Developer Tools, Drip, that's your another marketing automation platform. Get Response, Help Scout, that could be good as well to provide support. Importer, that's the move data in and out. Mad Mimi, Mailchimp, the new Mailchimp integration. So this is why you want a membership solution that you're paying for, because you have these providers, they change things. Drip changed things, Mailchimp changed things. So you need a developer that is on top of redoing things when these integrations stop working because of the other company. MailPoet, MathCaptcha, Mail Relay, Sendy Sensei, that's a learning management platform, and WordPress user roles. All these integrations are all right here for you. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't set up a membership site with MemberPress in quite a while, and so I'm going to try to do it right now to show you how easy it is without looking at the documentation, but I may stumble along the way, and I only have 5 minutes to do it because I need to wrap this video up. We're going to go to memberships. We're going to go ahead and click on Add New, and I'm just going to call this the Gold Membership. There it is. I've got my name here. I'm going to go ahead and pop in a price. So let's make this $50 per month. So I popped my 50 in on the billing type. Oh, actually, I need to change the access right here to expire. And I think I need to make it expire. Okay, billing type, now I can make it reoccurring. So it's going to be $50 reoccurring, and the interval is going to be every month like that. Now you can offer a trial period if you wanted a $1 trial for 10 days or something like that. We can do that. And we can also limit how long someone's going to be paying for this. So if it's $50 a month for a year, we can just click on here and we can put 12 in, and then what happens at the end, whether they keep their access or they lose it. Let me get rid of that. And so let's scroll down. So here is some of our membership options. So we can create some or link this up to some custom pages, and we can also have certain payment methods only work with this membership if you wanted. Here is where we would configure our permissions, and this is really who can purchase this membership. Right here is the price box option. We can actually use MemberPress to create a whole price grid if you wanted, and if you had a group of different plans for the same access, you can group them together and have different pricing tables side by side. Actually, it would probably look something like this right here. Okay, so I'm moving through it. That's the price box, and then here's an advanced tab where we can pop in some terms and some redirect URLs. So I'm going to go ahead and click on publish like that. And there we go. I've got my first membership. I don't really have a pretty looking theme right now. It's just the default theme. Up there it is. Gold membership, my term, and everything. Perfect. All right, so we have that. Now what we do is we can actually have several memberships and we can group them together. So right here, like these are two memberships that are grouped together to actually purchase the product, but I'm not going to do that right now. But this is how the security works with MemberPress. It is so simple to secure content. We do it based on rules, which makes so much sense to me. So let me go add new, and let's take a look at what these rules look like. It looks like in order for them to work, I need to change a setting in the options, which is fine. I can configure this right now. So we can name our rule right here, and here are our rule options. It can be all content, and then we have all these different options. So for example, if you just wanted posts with a certain posts secured, you can do it based on tags. So if you want to create a post for your membership, you create it, you can maybe have a tag that's called secure. And if any content has that tag, it's only going to be viewable if you are logged in and have access to the membership. The same thing goes for categories. It can be particular posts on a one-off basis, but that's a little hard to manage really. You really would want to use some kind of a option of categorization or tags in order to identify automatically which content you want protected. Another powerful option, if your content's going to be on pages, well, with WordPress, you can have a parent page and then child pages. So you can have the parent and all of the children be protected. And that's how I've implemented this several times in the past. So you know, any new page that's a child of the parent page is going to be protected in this membership. You have so many options. Now, what you want to do though is you want to choose the option that's going to be the easiest to manage moving forward, so you're not having to tweak the rules. So the tagging option, the category option, the parent child option, these are the options that you're going to want to choose. I'm going to go with the single page right now because I am trying to do this quick, and the only page I actually have is probably actually let me choose posts because I know I don't have any content, but I know I have the Hello World post, right? Who doesn't? There it is. Hello World. I'm going to click on that and then click on Save Rules. I actually got to tag this. Sorry, I forgot. I got to link it up to an actual membership. So if I created multiple memberships, I'd have them all listed here. I have to actually click on the membership that I want. Let me go ahead and click on Save Rule. And just so you know, guys, I already have a membership website. Someone can come, pay $50 a month, and it's going to automatically give them access to this content. It's not really any more complicated than that. And also you can enable drip feeding content, just so you know. You can issue out coupons if you wanted to give coupons. I'm not a believer in coupons. I actually don't like coupons at all. You can have the reminders here that you can set up, reminders for you, reminders for your members. So if you want to remind them that a payment's coming up or something like that, you have these powerful reminder options. I'm not doing this justice, unfortunately. Here's where you can manage all your members right here. You can see what they're in, what the lifetime value of them are, and the status. Here you can manage the subscriptions and how they're linked up with your payment processors. Right here's a list of individual transactions. Right here we have reports. It's a very nice reporting solution. It gives you all the information that you need, and there's a lot of, it's just very flexible. Our options and our help. So anyways, I know I just kind of blasted through MemberPress. This wasn't meant to be an entire step-by-step tutorial, just kind of an idea of what it looks like underneath the hood and why I think that this is a really good solution for anyone that is serious about building a membership website. Hey, I'm not going to hide the fact that $119 might be a lot of money for you, or if you're a developer, $239 shouldn't be a lot of money for a developer, because you're going to implement this solution for multiple customers and you'll have that direct access to support. However, if you're just starting out and you're on a shoestring budget, $119 might be a lot, but I'm going to tell you right now, don't go with a free solution. I'm telling you, normally, if there's a free solution that's rock solid, I'm going to say go for it. If I've used it, I know it's going to be good for you. I'm going to say go for it. Even if there's other paid options, go with the free solution. But this is one where you don't want to go with the free solution. You just don't want to do it, because you need support. You need a mature, well thought out solution if you're going to base your business on this. This is what you're building your business on. It's going to be the foundation, and this is not where you want to go cheap. But take it from my experience. You do not want to go cheap unless you want to end up like me with no hair on your head. When problems happen, don't go cheap. Do not go cheap. So anyways, this is MemberPress. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you have built a membership website using MemberPress, go ahead and link, if you wanted to, you can leave a link down below so people can see what you've been doing and the creative things that you've done with MemberPress. If you own MemberPress and you have any opinions about it that I might have left out, go ahead and leave that as well down below. And I want to let you know I'm going to be reviewing some of the other membership plugins that I think are really good. There's another one that I know is really good, and I definitely want to give it a chance, and I'll also compare the two, but those will be on later videos. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.